What's going on, guys? Today we're gonna talk about the top 5 mistakes way too many adult day center owner and operators make, and we're gonna do it so that way you don't have to. But first, like, comment, subscribe, show my man Dre a little love. For all of those that have never met or seen Dre before, he is here, he is single, he is ready.
I need a lot of love. Not a little love, I need a lot. Can you provide that to me?
I got you, bro.
Press the like button, man. Just press it.
See? Look at that. It's all you gotta do is press the like button, comment, subscribe, or swipe left on Tinder. Or swipe right. I don't know what direction.
Whatever direction you're supposed to swipe. Anyways.
You've been out of the game, man.
It's been too long. I never had it. I never had the opportunity. I was never in the game. I got married before they even had Tinder.
Now they got all kinds of sorts of things.
I know. Anyways, all right, show Dre some love. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go. What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Chandler, the founder and CEO of Active Age Daytime Senior Care. I see people make these mistakes way too often. I've made some of them myself, and I just want to make sure that you guys don't make them. So we're going to talk about them. Number 1, people do not fully understand the regulatory environment. What ends up happening is they buy a building, they lease a building, they get a building donated to them from a church or another organization that allows them to utilize the space, but they haven't done their homework. They don't know the laws and the rules and regulations in their state. They don't know the zoning requirements. They don't know what is allowed, what is not allowed. Does the property need to be have fire sprinklers, have a fire alarm system? Are all the codes up to date to operate an adult day center out of? And so what happens is they take like this other step of leasing a space, buying a building, or committing to something without even knowing what they are allowed and not allowed to do. Number 2, they neglect the market research or even a business plan for that matter. So what happens is not only have they maybe not taken a look into the rules and regulations in their state, but they neglect is the density in their market appropriate for that adult day center? Is it the right type of clientele? Are they going after private pay, but they're in a high Medicaid area? Are they going after Medicaid, but they're in a very affluent private pay area? Are they going after seniors, but they're in an area that doesn't have a lot of seniors? So these are all the things that need to be taken care of. They need to be addressed. There needs to be a plan around these things. And they don't have a business plan. They haven't taken the time to put down projections, to understand their market, to understand the capacity in their area. What kind of budget do they need? How much money do they need for renovations? How much money do they need for working capital? How much money do they need to get the place off the ground, to market it, and all those things, Number 3, they have inadequate leadership abilities. Maybe they've never led a team before. They've never hired someone. They've never let somebody go. So much of this stuff is learned on the job, but if you're going into this, you need to understand, what does it take to become a leader? Are you a leader in your role today? If so, how would other people judge you as a leader? Are you a good leader? Are you a pushover? Are you a little too stern? What type of leader are you? Because you may need to take a self-assessment and refine your leadership abilities and become a stronger leader. Because a lot of times people do not have strong leadership skills, and they get into this role where now they're responsible for running, owning, and operating their own organization, yet they've never led a company before. Number 4, they make poor financial plans. They don't have any. Maybe they made poor ones because they don't understand how to use Excel, or they don't get math very well. Well, you gotta get somebody on your team, or you gotta get somebody around you that can help you put together the appropriate financial projections so you can actually put a financial plan in place that works. One that takes into account the worst case scenario. How much money do you need to raise? How much money is it going to cost you to open? How much money is construction going to cost? How much money do you need in working capital? When do you reach profitability? What are your margins? Are your prices set at the right place? Is your margins too low? There's all of these things to take into consideration, and I get it. Not everyone is good at leading in finance and zoning and running a construction company. So you need to surround yourself with people who are, and you need to figure out how to make this work, but you got to ask the right questions. And number 5, ignoring the importance of marketing. Way too many times have I seen people just completely ignore how important marketing is, and they spend all the time, energy, and effort like going through all of these things and making the wrong mistakes, leasing the building too early without knowing what it was going to take, not having the architectural plans in place, realizing they need a fire sprinkler system, realizing they need to rezone it, they may not understand the area they're in. Maybe the density is too small. They wanted to open a 30-person per day place, but really that area can only serve 20 people per day. They didn't put it in the right place. It's very hard to get to where they're at. They're on the outskirts of town instead of being in the middle of town. It's hard for people to transport their loved one to and from. There's all these things to take into consideration, but they got through all of it. They overcame those hurdles, and now they're at this place where they're finally open, but they forgot to market. They didn't spend 3 to 6 months prior to opening building a relationship with those in the community, sharing about the services that are about to come, talking about the adult day center they're going to open and the services that they will have when they do open, meeting people, collecting business cards, building an email list, showing pictures, taking video on social media and sharing with the public what stage you're at in the development. Get the people in the community invested in your story. Have you done that? Most people haven't. They open up, they have their grand opening, they didn't even market that well, then they open and they think people are going to just walk through the door, and then they don't, and they get discouraged. And guess what? Because they didn't market it properly, there's not a ton of people on day one, but they didn't do the right financial planning, so they're running out of money and they're in a crisis. They need help now, but all of it stems from 5 mistakes they could have avoided if they would have just watched this video, and that's why we're making this video for you. So if you want to start your very own adult day center, go to adcpro.com. Make sure you check out all of our YouTube videos. Join us on our monthly webinars. Join our private Facebook group. If you're interested in coaching, we got that too. And if you'd like to start your very own ActiveAge, go to activeagecare.com/franchise. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn how to open your own adult daycare center, go to adcpro.com. If you'd like the latest business tips, click here, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click here. We'll see you guys next time.